Hello, I hope you're having a great day. It's supposed to be beautiful here today. So I'm out here this morning. It's still a little bit cold. I think it's like 34 degrees. But I'm gonna get the rest of these peonies in the ground. And then I am going to hopefully prepare the area, measure it off, and start drilling holes to get bulbs in the ground. Lots and lots of bulbs. So all the peonies I've gotten so far are in the ground. And it looked like they gave me 2 extra of these and they'd given me 1 extra of the Black Beauty. So really I think I'm just down 1 peony, which is a lot better than I thought. Maybe they realized they were short on some and so they threw a couple extras in some other box and just miscounted or something. I might reach out and just say, hey, I was missing, 1 peony because, they do cost money. And if they don't, I don't have the flowers now, so we'll see. I'm going to go through as I do my bulbs and kind of make sure I have the right numbers there, and then maybe I'll just put a small email together, like just letting them know what I found. That way at least they know that maybe it's something in their business they need to look at. Alright, so now I think I'm going to head down here. I'm going to go grab the tiller. It is a little muddier this morning than it was yesterday afternoon, so we'll see. I know with seeds and stuff, you don't want it real clumpy, but these are bulbs, and I just need to get them in the ground and get them covered. I think they'll be all right. So I'm gonna start doing that. Okay, so I think right now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to put some stakes in the ground and just measure it off so that I can kind of keep it moving as I go. It'll just be like a rough estimate. Okay, so I've got it measured off. So each one of these are 8 feet apart. So when I put my bulbs, I can kind of know, what my sections are, to know how many bulbs to put in each section. So now I think I'm going to try to till it. It seems a little wet, so we'll see how this goes. But I did get a big auger, so I can till it and kind of rake all of this back and then maybe just do auger holes and then cover them back up. Jello. It didn't even take that long. I'm such a wimp. I didn't feel very good like a couple weeks ago, I guess it was now, until I tried to relax and make myself feel better. So I think I'm out of shape a little bit. So now what I need to do is I need to go get all of my bulbs from inside, and then I have a huge auger. I don't know if it's going to work with my drill yet, but I'm going to try it. And I'm just going to try to dig, because I need most of the bulbs to be 2 to 3 times their depth, and some of those bulbs are that big. So it's going to need a little bit more than what I tilled, but at least the grass is all out of here. I can put my bulbs in and hopefully they overcome like the weeds and stuff. And then most of these bulbs you can mow during the summer. So, like after they bloom and then their leaves kind of turn yellow and die, especially the daffodils. So I should be able to just run my mower down here, in midsummer to keep it clean, and then every spring they should come back up. So I think right now I'm gonna go grab my auger. Okay, so this is my other auger that I normally use. So I don't know how this is gonna work. Hopefully my drill's strong enough to handle it. But I think what I'm gonna do is, I think with this, I mean, depending on the size of the bulb, I can get anywhere probably from 2 to 6 bulbs in the ground in one hole. So I think I'm just gonna go through and start drilling. I had kind of mapped it out earlier, and I'm not really sure how it's gonna go, but I know where I kind of want things. So I'm just gonna go down and start drilling holes. I suppose I only need to go to about the third, maybe not even there, maybe this row. Because I think from here to here on me is 6 inches. So actually here would be 6 inches, and that's most of the bulbs, but some bulbs do need to go a little bit deeper, like the huge allium bulbs. So yeah, I think I'll just go through and kind of based on what hole I think I'm digging, I'll just drill some holes. I obviously need more, but I thought it would be a good time to go put in. So I've got 25 Glow Master alliums. So every 3 foot, I can put in about 3 of them. So I think I'm just gonna go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 in the center holes all the way down. Look at these are huge. So as you can see, these are the roots on the bottom. So I will be placing them in the ground this way. But right now I'm just gonna throw them in the ground. And then when I go to cover them up with dirt later, I will put them the way that they're supposed to go. These might make little nice mushroom hunting sacks. Okay, so I just did 3 every whatever in my holes. That's a good description. So I just went and I did 3 like in a triangle shape, like in the very middle of every section. So, and then I had 1 left over, so I put it down here by our Century Farm sign. Century Farm sign, right down there. So maybe a big old allium will grow right there. That would look neat. And I won't want to cut that one though. Okay, so next I have 25 of the Pinball Wizard. So I'm going to put 1 every 8 feet. And then I'm going to put 1 on each side of the Glow Masters. They're also a pretty big allium. They're a lot like the Glow Master. I think it's going to be neat to see because these look pretty big too. I don't know, they might be taller than the Glow Master, but then the Glow Master has a bigger ball. So it'll be neat to see all of the different ones in the same area. So I know like a size reference. It's gonna look pretty. I'm not gonna want to cut them. But I will. But I will if people want them. And if they look nice in bouquets. Okay, so I'm gonna go down and I'm gonna put 1 out here in front of each of these 8-foot poles, because then they should they should kind of like in a 3D way, they should offset the Glow Master. I think it'll look cool. And then I'll go from there. Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Aflatoonies, and I have on every side of the Pinball Wizard, I have a hole that is dug. So I'm going to put 3 in there. And now I have these teeny tiny ones. They are the Caroulum. And I have one on every pole. I have a hole that is not filled. And then I think I'm gonna add a few with the big bulb down here. Okay, so all I have left are, I have 23 gigantium alliums because I put some alliums down by the sign. I thought it would look neat. So I think what I need to do is between each of these 8s, I need about 3 holes. I'll be one short, but that's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it just in the center of, like I have a hole every 8 feet, so I think every 4 feet where there's not grass, I'm gonna make 3 holes and put 3 of the gigantium. So it kind of slopes a little bit down, so I think it'll be fine. I thought about putting them in front of the grasses because I thought that would look neat, but there's a lot of grass down there. So I don't know about doing that right now. That might be filled with something else someday. So I'm gonna go ahead and drill those out, and I'm gonna get them in. Okay, so all my alliums are in the holes, so now I'm just gonna go through and just depending on the allium, I'm gonna look for the root system, which like this one doesn't really look like it has roots, but like this one does. And you can always kind of tell because there's a little point up here, so even if it's smooth down here, you can tell up here it's gonna grow. So I'm gonna put them all in the ground like that. Roots down, and then the little pointy side up, and then I'm just gonna cover the dirt back over. I do still need, I want to put like some daffodils throughout here, so it'll be alliums and then daffodils and then hyacinth. So I hope I can tell where I put them. I'm wondering if I shouldn't get something so I can stake where they're at, so when I make my daffodil holes, that'd probably be a good idea. I just think like while I'm talking. So it's starting to be so nice out. I already shed my coat. Soon I'm gonna be able to shed this hat probably after lunch. Heck, I might even be in a t-shirt by the end of the day. All right, so that's all I have left to do for the alliums. I have this bucket of staples, so I think I'm just gonna put a staple by each one. It just needs to know so that I don't like dig them up. And then when I'm done doing all the daffodils and hyacinth, I'll just pull them all out. Ooh, that sun is bright. Okay, so I have gotten all 300 alliums in the ground. And I got the rest of my peonies in the ground. So I got my 13 peonies, my 300 alliums, and so after lunch I think I'm gonna come back and put my daffodils in. I don't remember how many of those I have. I'll let you know. But yay, I'm excited. I have them marked. So now I should be able to like come through and dig holes for where my daffodils are gonna go, and then the hyacinth. Hopefully I have enough room. So these are all of my daffodils, and then I also have the hyacinth. So I think I might mix some of the hyacinth in with the daffodils. I think last year at my house, I had some like daffodils, and then in front of it, the hyacinth grew, and it looked really pretty. And I know I'm going to be cutting this for bouquets and stuff, but if like the demand isn't there or anything else, it'd still look really pretty along this to like start the flower farm. And maybe someday, you know, if I don't sell out of everything, but I have a lot of stuff, maybe people could like take pictures or different things like that, and it'll look really pretty in the background in the spring. So that's what I'm gonna start doing now. A lot of holes. So I think there's about 148 to 150. I don't know, I kind of lost track. But I have 300 daffodils and I think I have 300 hyacinth. So what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna put 4 bulbs per hole. And then just see how many I have left over. And then I have a lot of different colors. So I'm trying to see if I just want like a wave of like yellow and then a wave of white, or if I just want to do like alternating colors so it's really speckled with colors. I might do waves since it is a flower farm. If somebody wants a specific type of daffodil, I can just pick them all in one place. But a lot of times people want a variety bucket, like they want a whole bunch of different ones. And so then if they were alternating, I could just kind of go down the line and get the alternating ones. Decisions. Maybe I'll do like groups of like the same or alternating. I will let you know when I decide. So I just decided that I would alternate them. So I just put, I did 2 bulbs of each daffodil, and I did that for like 5 holes. And then for the hyacinth, I did like 15 holes, or no, like 8 holes. So it kind of like they spread out into other daffodils and stuff. I think it'll look really pretty. We'll find out next year. So now all I need to do is put the bulbs the right side up, which it's the same thing. You put the roots in and the tops up. And with the hyacinth, you can see the roots on the bottom, and you just put the bulb up. So I'm just gonna go through and put them all in their holes and cover them up. That was a lot. But all my bulbs are in the ground. And oh my gosh, the sky, I don't know. It's gorgeous. Like, cameras just don't do it justice, I don't think. There's the moon. I'm probably making you extremely dizzy. But the sky, I mean, it's just gorgeous back there. I wish the camera could pick up just exactly how pretty it is. That was a big project, but I think I got it done. There were some bulbs that I'm not really sure like that I got them deep enough, because they're supposed to be 2 times the size, and by the time the pointy part was up, it probably wasn't 2 times over. But it's getting late. It doesn't look like it in the camera right now, but it's actually like it's getting really dark. It's getting harder to see. But I think maybe what I'll do is I'll just come and rake some of the dirt that's like kind of fell down in the ditch and try to like rake it over. Or maybe like get some dirt and just sprinkle it over the top just to give it a little bit more of a layer. Most of them are deep enough. I think they're going to be fine. I think they're going to be really pretty next year. I cannot wait until they come up and see them in all their glory. And they should multiply in this area, and maybe, I don't know if they'll multiply by moving out towards the ditch, because they can't really go that way because of the black fabric. So we'll see. Oh my god. I never thought that I would get 900 bulbs in the ground and 13 pennies today. But I did. Yay! So all that I have left, I think I have, what do I have? I have all of my anemones, which I think I need to sprout them first. So I've got to figure that out. And then my tulips. So yeah, I thought I had 3,000 bulbs coming. And with the anemones, maybe I had 2,500. Like maybe I didn't quite have 3,000. And then since some of my tulips and some of my peonies were left off of the order, I think they're still going to try to get them to me. And I know I had 1,100 tulips on the order. So by the time I do the tulips and the anemones, it's looking like maybe about 2,500. Not bad. It's a good start. And then if like I get to a point in my flower farming where I'm running out of them, I can always plant more. Thanks for following along on this journey, everybody. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give me a thumbs up, and have a wonderful evening.